One is called fixed expenses, another is called the variable expense. So cost per your variable expense, then the profit will be added, that is the fair value. Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. Definitely will ask for 5 marks are considered. All the expenses have been divided into two groups. One is called fixed expenses, another called the variable expenses. Hello my dear students, I am Dr. B.S. Subramaniam, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand Advanced Cost and Management of 5th semester BCom. The session goes in favor of operating costing. So what is operating costing? What do you mean by I am going to explain? Operating costing is also called service costing. Regarding the transportation, we are going to deal regarding the operating costing is considered. We will move on. Operating costing is a method of costing. It is a method of costing used to ascertain the cost of providing services. You will provide the service means service costing. It is also called as service costing. This method is used in transport service, water distribution and power supply, hotel and hospital. So this is all the examples of the what is operating costing? No, nothing but service costing, which gives the services in favor of transportation service, water distribution, gas and power supply, and hotel and hospital. These are all the service authorities we have got. That's why it is called operating costing. We'll move on the formatting. So what here in operating costing, all the expenses will be divided into two groups. One is called fixed expenses, another is called the variable expense. The fixed expense also called standing charges remain constant. Which are the fixed expenses are garage rent, tax on vehicle, insurance, license charges, interest on capital, driver salary and conductor salary, coolie charges. So we'll add all these expenditure, fixed expenses, total divided by number of kilometer, we'll get the cost per kilometer. Divided by total number of passenger kilometer, we'll get the cost per kilometer. So this remain constant. It is also called fixed expenses or standing charges. Then we have got variable expenses. So depreciation, repairs, diesel, grease and water, tire battery, total variable. So what is depreciation? A fall in the value of the asset. The general formula for now, cost of the asset divided by life of the asset. What's the formula? Cost of the asset divided by life of the asset is the depreciation. Repairs and maintenance, diesel, grease and water, tire battery, total variable expenses is there. Then variable expense cost per unit, total variable expenses divided by total kilometer runs. Here now you can say total passenger kilometer. If you divide now, cost per variable, per unit you can get. So cost per your variable expense, then the profit will be added, that is the fair value. So all the expenses in operating costing will be divided into two groups. One is called fixed expenses, another is called the variable expenses. Fixed expense is also called standing charges. Variable expense is also called running expenses. So fixed expense remain constant irrespective of service, whereas variable expenses goes on changing from transportation to transportation. So operating costing is also called service costing. It is not a profit motive, it's only a service motive. So regarding the water transport is considered, air transport is considered, railway transport is considered, gas and water supply, hospitals are considered, and all these service motive will be taken into operating costing. Here we are going to calculate cost per passenger kilometer. How to calculate? No, the formula. The formula is This formula you have to calculate. The formula to calculate cost per passenger. Number of buses into number of days What is the formula? Number of buses into number of days into distance traveled formula. Number of buses into number of days into distance traveled into seating capacity. This formula you have to use to calculate cost per passenger kilometer. This is formula, cost per passenger kilometer. Cost per passenger kilometer formula, number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. What's the formula? Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. If you see or understand, number of buses are 4. Distance travel to cities 40 kilometer, going 40, coming 40. How many trips they take? 4 trips. Passenger capacity 50. Normal passenger travel 80%. Number of days here now 30 days. You are going to apply now. See that number of buses, number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. Here number of buses are 4, number of days 30, distance travel going 40, coming 40, 80 per trip, so into 4, 50%, but 80% only consider. So this is 4 into 30 is 120, this is 80 into 4 is 320, 50% of 80 is 40. If you multiply, no, you will get 15,36,000 passenger kilometer. So 5 marks. Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. So this you are going to have to adapt here. Whatever the answer comes, this answer will come here, total by divided by variable expenses. That is you are going to do. So all the expenses will be divided into 2 groups. One is called fixed expenses, another is called the variable expenses. Fixed expense remain constant, variable expenses goes on changing. So there are 2 expenses. What is actually operating costing is service costing. Then it will be services, nothing but service operating costing is considered. Regarding the transportation service, gas and water is considered, hospitals are considered, it will come under operating costing. We have got total expenditure. All the expenditure have been divided into 2 groups. One is called fixed expenses, another is called the variable expenses. Fixed expense is also called standing charges, variable expense also called running expense we say. Then we have to calculate which are the fixed expenses are, which are the variable fixed expenses remain constant, whereas the variable expense goes on changing from one service to another service is considered here. So that in examination now, they will ask the question now, what is operating costing? They will give the mention. If they say transportation, we have to say operating costing. Say gas and water, operating costing, we have to say 5 marks question they are going to ask no. Regarding this no, we have to calculate passenger cost per passenger kilometer. Here number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. This definitely will ask for 5 marks are considered. So here, so here what's the formula? Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. Slowly I will go. Number of buses multiplied by number of days multiplied by distance travel multiplied by seating capacity. Here if you take this example, number of buses are 4, distance for 2 cities 40 kilometer, number of trips per day 4 trips, passenger capacity 50, normal passenger travel 80% of the number of days 30. So if you apply, number of buses are 4, number of days is 30 given, distance travel going 40, coming 40, 80 into 40 is 320, seating capacity 50 into 80 by 100 is 40. If we multiply 15,36,000 passenger kilometer, this will last for 5 marks. So hope we'll follow this. Then we'll have number of buses are 10, another one. Number of days in a month is 28. Number of trips per day is 2 trips. Number of route is 25 kilometer. passenger capacity is 50 passenger, 95. We'll solve this. Formula, calculation of total passenger kilometer. Formula, number of buses into number of days number of buses into number of days into distance traveled multiplied by seating capacity. What's your formula? Number of buses into number of days into distance traveled into seating capacity. Slowly we'll apply. Number of buses is 10. Number of days 28. Distance traveled 2 trips 25 kilometer. (25 to 25). So then seating capacity 50. Only 90% occupies. So what's your formula? Number of buses are 10. Number of days is 28. Distance travel going 25 coming to 50 into 2. 50% seating capacity, 90% again. This is 10 into 28 into 50 into 2, 100. 25, 25, 50 into 2 is 100. Then 50% of 95% is 45. So multiply now. This is 10 into 28 into 100 into 45. So 12,60,000 passengers kilometer. This formula you have to adopt. So number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity into here percentage. Definitely you will come for 5 marks are considered. So we'll move on to next problem. Number of buses are 8. Distance traveled for 2 cities is 60 kilometers. Number of trips per day is 6 trips. Passenger capacity 100. Normal passenger travel 80% capacity. Number of days in 30. Calculation of passengers kilometer. Calculation of passenger kilometers. Number of buses into number of days into distance traveled repeat. Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. This formula you have to apply. Number of buses are 8. Number of days 30. Distance traveled 60 kilometer. How many trips they made? 6. 6 trips they made. 6 into, what's the distance traveled? See that here, 60 kilometers. Going 60, coming 60 into your seating capacity, passenger 90, but only 70% occupies. So this is 80 into 3, 240. 60 into 60 is 120. 120 into 6, 720. 60 plus 60 is 120. 120 into 6, 720 into 90% of 70 by 100. 90 into 70 divided by 100. 63. So multiply now. 63 into 720 into 240. 10886 400. This is 1 crore 8 lakh 86 400. So many passenger kilometers. So number of buses are 8, number of days 30, going 60, coming 60, 120 into 720, 63. It will come like this. You must be very, very careful about this. Slowly you have to do. Next one, fourth one. Number of buses are 10. Distance between two cities 120 kilometer. Number of trips per day is 10 trips. Passenger capacity is 90. Here traveling 70%, 30. So come calculation of passenger kilometer. Calculation of passenger kilometer. Number of buses into number of days into distance traveled What's your formula? Number of buses into number of days into distance traveled into seating capacity. Slowly we can apply. Here, number of buses is 10. Number of days 30 into distance traveled 120, 10 trips, 120 plus 120, going 120, coming 120 into seating capacity 90, 70 by 100. Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. So 10 into 30, 300. This is 120 into 120 is 240 into 10, 2400. That is 120 to 120 is 240. 240 into 10 is 2400 into 63. 90% is 63. Multiply 300 into 2400. 300 into 2400 into 63. 45, 36, 45, 36, followed by 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. Passengers, kilometers. Slowly you have to opt. So this you have to write. By chance in exam now, what we have to do, I told all the expenses. We'll give an example, assumption example, garage rent. I will give simple example, garage rent is 10,000. An example, garage rent is 10,000. Tax on vehicle 20,000. Simple example, garage rent is 10,000 vehicle, insurance 40,000. License fees 60,000. An example, that's all. Then interest on capital, assume that 70,000. Driver salary, you are going 90,000. Cooling and other charges 10,000. So add the figure, roughly add the figure. So 10 plus 20, 20 plus 10, 30, 70, 130, 1 lakh 30, 2 lakh, 2 lakh 30, 2 lakh 93 lakh. So 3 lakh. This is nothing but total fixed charges. Total fixed expenses. Assume that total fixed, it will kilometer, it will run. An example, 2 lakh 50 kilometer. Assumption. Just an assumption. I am giving just an assumption. Let it be garage rent 10,000, tax on vehicle 20,000, insurance 40,000, license fee 60. That's it. Totally it will calculate. It will run 2 lakh 50,000. So fixed expenses per kilometer 3 lakh divided by 2,50,000 kilometers. So it is 3 lakh divided by 2,50,000. So 1 rupee 20 paisa per kilometer. This is cost per kilometer, 1 rupee 20 paisa. Then assume that depreciation cost divided by life. Cost is 4 lakh. Your life is 5 years. So it comes to 80,000. Then repairs 20,000. An example, diesel and oil 40,000. Battery 50,000. Assume that this is 60. Add the figure 2 lakh. What is 2 lakh? Total variable expenses 2 lakh. Per kilometer, it is 2 lakh divided by 2,50,000. 2 lakh divided by 2,50,000. 80 paisa. So here we got previous 1,20,000 plus 80 is 2 rupees cost per kilometer. An example again. I have given just an example just to see that how it will work out. So all the expenses have been divided in two groups. One is called fixed expenses, another called the variable expenses. Fixed expense remain constant, variable expense or running expense go. I have given example, assume that garage rent is 10,000, tax on vehicle is 20,000, insurance 40. If you assume that 3 lakh is total fixed expenses, number of kilometer run 2,50,000 kilometer, it will work out 1 rupee 20 paisa cost per kilometer. Then variable expenses, depreciation, cost divided by life. Cost is 4 lakh divided by 5 years, 80,000. Repairs 20,000. Diesel, oil, water 40,000. Tire and factory we have got 60,000. Totally 2 lakh. Total variable expense is 2 lakh rupees divided by 2 lakh 50. It will work out 80 paisa. 1 lakh 20 plus 80 is 2 rupees operating cost per kilometer. So this way we are working out for 15 marks is considered. So what is operating costing? If we go back now, operating costing is a method of costing used to ascertain providing the service. Whatever the service provide, it is costing service. It is also called service costing. This method is used in transport services, water distribution, gas and water supply, and hospitals per bed, hotels per bed, gas and water supply, water distribution, transportation survey. And here all the expenses will be divided in two groups. One is called fixed expense, another called variable expense. Fixed expense is also called standing charges, whereas variable expense is also called running expenses. We say that fixed expense remain constant, where variable expense goes on changing according to the transportation is considered. Then regarding the number of buses calculation, number of buses into number of days into distance traveled into seating capacity. Here we are done formula, number of buses into number of days into distance traveled into seating capacity. We apply the formula. Number of buses are 4, number of days are 30, going 40, coming 40 is 80 into 40 is 320. Distance traveled here no, here seating capacity 50, but it occupies only 80, so it will work out 15 lakh 36 passenger kilometer. Second problem 10, here no, number of buses 10, number of days month is 28, 2 trips 25 kilometer, 50 passenger, 90% capacity. Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. Number of buses 10. Distance travel is 28, 50 into 2 is 100, 50%, 95 occupied, 12,60,000 passenger kilometers. The second problem. Next problem, 8, number of buses 8, distance between city 60 kilometer, number of trips per day 6 trips, passenger 100, 80% again. Same formula applied. Calculation passenger number of buses into number of days into distance traveling seating capacity. Number of buses is 8. Number of days is 30, seating distance are going 60, coming 60 is 120 into 60 is 720, so it occupies 90% capacity, but every day it will travel only 70% capacity, 63 in a month, totally it will come like this. Next one, number of buses 10, 120 kilometer, 10 trips, 90 capacity, 70%, 30, so number of buses into number of days into distance travel, seating capacity. Number of buses is 8, 30, 120 into 6, 720, it is 63. It will come like this. Then next, number of buses, number of days in distance travel city. Number of buses is 10. Distance traveled is 120 into 2, 40 into 10. Here 90 into 70, so much will come. So we have done 4 problems of these days, and I told you all the expenses have been divided in fixed and variable. Fixed expenses or standing charge remain constant, whereas variable expense goes on changing. I filled the format with an example, so same type of problem will come for 15 marks in exam, and 5 marks question will become calculate the passenger kilometer. Very good, easy problem they are going to ask. Number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating capacity. I will repeat one again. Passenger kilometer is equal to number of buses into number of days into distance travel into seating. If the number of days are given, they will mention March, April, May, June, July, something. If say July 31st one, so if it comes February, 28 days, April 30, so we'll take the according to month, number of days will be taken. So the formula is number of buses into number of days into distance travel into passenger capacity. So we discuss about the fourth problem and formula. In the next session, we'll go with a formula. What are the fixed expenses are, what are the variable expenses are, with an example, and solve the problem. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class with another problem.